Students, we are discussing GK and the topic is personalities, which is quite important for any competitive exam. And personalities are based on current personalities, historical personalities, Indian personalities plus international personalities. Let us start with this. But what we have done these topics, and now we are on famous personalities. So let's go further. Here we have Sir Charles Chaplin, a very famous, one of the most famous artists, particularly of silent cinema. This great man. ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਸਾਡਾ ਹਾਸਾ ਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ. He was such a great artist. He was a writer. He was actor. He was a composer. He was a musician. He was a statesman. This was his period. It is a period similar to great men like Albert Einstein, Mahatma Gandhi, Rabindranath Tagore. He was actor, filmmaker, comedian, composer, producer, and is one of the greatest icons and best known for The Tramp. Major achievements. She directed many classical movies, but they were silent. Kid, when you talk of this City Lights, it was in 1931 when he met Mahatma Gandhi. And Mahatma Gandhi said, Charles Chaplin is the greatest teacher on earth. And what Charles said about Gandhi? He said, people will wonder, the man with blood and bone, like Gandhi, have ever walked on earth. So that was a mutual respect. That was a mutual thought. And Mahatma Gandhi was in London for round table conference. I'm talking of 1931. Modern times, the great dictator, limelight, and he received a knighthoodship by the Queen in 1975, just 2 years before he died. Regarded as one of the most influential figures in world cinema. So that was the contribution of Charlie Chaplin. Many artists over the decades, over the century, learned from this great man, even the Michael Jackson. That how he used to dance, how he used to behave, how he used to express, and how he used to connect. Someone asked him, why you are doing silent movies? Because when walkies or talkies movies started coming, उन्होंने कहा, I want my movie should be understood by everyone. And silent is a language of universe. So that was a great man known as Charles Chaplin. Now we will go to the next. Now we have next personality, Confucius, a great thinker, statesman from China in 5th century, 6th century BC. Was a contemporary of Buddha. A question aam aata exam mein. Confucius was contemporary of Buddha. Or Buddha was contemporary of which great Chinese philosopher and teacher? Confucius. Great philosopher, teacher, political thinker. He is one of the most influential philosopher of traditions in the East, in the China region. He emphasized on morality, moral values, very important. One has to be very moral, true to self and to the society and to the family and to the nation and to the government and to the business and to the rules. Filial piety means what? That means you should respect your elders, your parents, your seniors, your teachers. Rightfulness, education, honesty, discipline, good governance. These are the foundations of a family, a society, a country, and the world. That was his philosophy. His teachings compiled by his followers, by his disciples, known as Lunio. Historical significance. He influenced not only China, but around the world, particularly Japan, Korea, Indonesia, Asia, South Asia, Southeast Asia, and even to the Western world. A lot of research has been done on his philosophy. And he was one of the greatest philosophers and greatest educators in the world. And what was his philosophy? His philosophy was how to set an order. किस तरह सिस्टम बनाया जाए, एक फैमिली अच्छी तरह चले, एक सोसाइटी अच्छी तरह चले, एक देश अच्छी तरह चले, या कोई भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कितना चलती है. He set up the set of rules and regulations. He was a very practical man. Not like this, not like Tao, who was a great Chinese philosopher also. Let things automatically move as per the nature. Let the water flow in a natural form. But what Confucius said, no. There should be certain rules, and those rules are followed by nature also. Why don't we set up the rules known as moral code of conduct, starting from self to family to society to country and to the world? So he gave the 5 principles. Ren, kindness, that you have to be kind to others. If you expect kindness from others, be kind to others. Do not impose on others which you don't like, which you don't desire for yourself. 1, known as what? Ren. Next is Li, rituals, good manners, respect, behavior, harmony, respectful. Be polite to your seniors. Keep your promises. Don't break your promises. Don't break the rules. Be polite. This is Li, Ren Li. Next is Yi, rightfulness. You should be right. Morally right. A noble man chooses duty over the money. That means your duty is much more important than anything else. Whatever your duty, maybe as a father, maybe as a son, maybe as a soldier, maybe as a politician, maybe as a PM, maybe as a CM, you should do your duty to the best. If everyone does, then it becomes meaningful. Then the life order becomes meaningful. And there's no disturbance in this. Then next is wisdom. Wisdom. Gain wisdom through learning. काम करो, wisdom develop होएगी over the years. Reflection, very important thing. How you reflect yourself, how you think about, how you can have a process of thinking that I can do better. Then imitation, किसी ਨੂੰ नकल मार. Imitation means following someone. If he is doing, let me also do the same thing because he is doing the right thing. Then experience, and you learn with experience. Students, these are the philosophies of the life. By 3 methods we may learn. First is by reflection, very important, that how we reflect, how we understand the things. This is the best way, easier way to learn. But many people don't learn by reflection. How they learn? Imitation. कि उन्हें इतना कीता मैं भी उतना ही करता. Imitate कर, follow कर दें. And third, which is not good, which is the least, by experience. You make mistakes and you learn. So why to make mistakes again and again? Try to learn by reflection, he said. First best method. Second best method, by imitation. उन्हें गलती की थी मैं ना गलती करा. उन्हें अच्छा काम किया मैं भी उतना ही करा. Third, by experience. Next is Zin, trustworthiness. Trustworthiness is very important. Trust should be with oneself, with the family. All family members should trust each other. Whatever you have promised, what you have thought, that means I should trust my family. I should trust the society. Whatever I spoke, I promised, I need to follow that. Be honest, reliable, keep your word, Trust is the foundation of strong relationship and what? And trust. And without trust, the families, the business, the government cannot function. So you have to build up the trust, and trust can be only built up if you're disciplined, if you follow the rule, if other person thinks or other family member thinks or other people in the society thinks that you are trustworthy. So these were the great philosophies of this great man known as Confucius. So these are the 5: Ren, kindness; Li, rituals and proper conduct; Yi, rightfulness; Z, wisdom; Zin, trustworthy. 5. These are the principles, foundations of any society, any family, any business, any international organization, or any country. Now we will move to the next page. What are the other important points of this great man from China who was in 5th century BC, 6th century BC, contemporary of Buddha, known as Confucius, who always believed in rules and regulation to run a family, to run a country, to run a society, anything. So, famous quotes of that great man. By 3 methods you can learn, I told you. By reflection is the noblest. This is the best way to learn. This is the best way to learn. Second, by imitation. The best way is to learn by reflection. This is the noblest way, easier. Or I can reflect myself. Or I can understand the thing. सोच के किस तरह मैं चीज़ को बेहतर कर सकता. But second method is imitation. Copy करो, follow करो. Third, by experience, which is a bitter. This is the most bitter way of learning life. Many people follow this. They make mistake and they learn. They make mistake and learn. And few people keep on making the mistakes. They are known as stupids who do mistakes again and again on the same issue. Then number 2 is, it doesn't matter how slowly you go, but you should not stop. कोई थोड़ा मिशन है जिंदगी दा. कोई तुसी अचीव करना चाहते हो, स्लो चल सकते हो, कभी फास्ट कभी स्लो. दिस इज द पेस ऑफ द लाइफ. बट स्टॉप नहीं करना. कंटिन्यू. तुसी तैयारी करो एग्जाम दी, करते रहो. हाँ, 2-4 दिन नहीं पढ़ाया गया, घट पढ़ाया गया, 2 घंटे पढ़ाया गया, स्टूडेंट्स, doesn't matter. But don't stop. Keep on doing the things. That is known as grit. अगर grit होएगी, तानू persistence होएगी, तुसी achieve करोगे ही करोगे. Next, life is really simple. Life बड़ी simple है, पर असी की कर देने नो complicated. अपनी thoughts ना, कभी साड़ा मूड अच्छा हो जाता, कभी खराब हो जाता, कारण कोई नहीं होता कहीं बारी. So don't allow your mind to overcome you. Don't allow the mind to run you. Rather, you should run the mind. Before you embark a journey of revenge, he spoke कि अगर revenge करोगे किसी नाल, तो 2 graves dig करो. एक ओदी, तो नाल खुद अपनी भी करो. Not good idea. So don't have any revenge. Next, the man who asks a question is a fool, considered as a fool. Sometimes people say, तुसी question पूछी आंदे हो, चाहे student हो, तुसी class कोई question पूछ रहे हो, समझ नहीं आया, दोबारा करा दो, एक बार और कराओ, कि कैसा fool है. But see what he is saying. The man who doesn't ask any question is fool for the whole life. ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪੁੱਛਦਾ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸ਼ਰਮ ਦੇ ਮਾਰੇ, ਝਿਜਕ ਦੇ ਮਾਰੇ, carelessness ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ, तो सब तो बड़ा fool है पूरी जिंदगी ਲਈ. So keep on asking questions to your teachers, to your parents, to your seniors, and to anyone you trust. Maybe academic questions, maybe life questions. Next is, silence is a true friend who never betrays. कई बारी silence बहुत बड़ी role play कर देता. जिसका nature बड़ी silent होती. अगर कोई प्रॉब्लम आ रही है, कुछ आ रही है, साइलेंट कर दो. साइलेंस विल गिव यू द पावर. कोई तेरे बहस कर रहा है, विड्रॉ कर लो. कोई तो डिस्टर्ब कर रहा है, कोई कह रहा है तेरे तो पेपर नहीं क्लियर होना, तेरे को एग्जाम नहीं क्लियर होया 2 बारी 3 बारी, साइलेंट हो जाओ. नो रिएक्शन. डोंट ट्राई टू जस्टिफाई. कीप ऑन वर्किंग फ्रॉम इनसाइड. दैट विल हेल्प यू टू ग्रो. दैट विल मेक यू स्ट्रॉन्ग. साइलेंस इज अ वेपन, one of the best weapons which you can use in your life. It is said, if you are silent, your 70-80% of problems will automatically solved by the nature. Next, I hear, I forget. मैं सुनिया भुल गया, मैं सुनिया तो भुल गया हो जाता. I see, I remember. मैं देखिया तो मैनू याद रहता. But I do, I understand. पर जो मैं करना मैनू समझ आ जाता और भुलदा नहीं. So very famous quote. I see, sorry, I hear, I forget, I see, I remember, I do, I understand. Confucius. Next, if you plan for a year, plant a rice. क्योंकि एक साल तुम प्लांट करोगे राइस तो एक साल खाना मिल जाएगा. बट इफ यू प्लान फॉर 10 years, प्लांट ट्रीज. 10 साल ही करना है तो दरख्त लगाओ, फ्रूट दे. बट इफ यू प्लान फॉर 100 years, educate the children. So very famous quote. If you are planning for a year, plant rice. But if you are planning for 10 years, plant trees which can give you fruits, shade, and so on. But if you plan for 100 years, educate the children and the society. Educate doesn't mean learning the bookish knowledge. Educate means learning the skills of academics, of life, of success, of happiness, how to have a complete life. These were the great quotes given by one of the greatest men of that century, 6th century BC, known as Confucius, and he was contemporary Buddha, and he was from China. So इन्हों समझो कि ये Confucius कहंदा सी हर चीज़ें रूल रेगुलेशन होनी चाहिए, वड्डियां दी रिस्पेक्ट करो, वो एक्सपेक्ट करो जो तुसी अपने आप नाल बिहेव करते हो, and so on, which we discussed just now. Thank you, students. Hope you have enjoyed for exam, as well as this will help you to build up a better life, a confident life in life. Thank you.